Under the endless canopy of the African sky, where the horizon blurs into a shimmering mirage of heat and light, the savanna stretches out as a golden ocean of grass. This is a land defined by the rhythm of the seasons, a vast stage where the drama of survival is enacted daily by creatures both immense and microscopic. The grasslands serve as the very foundation of life here, particularly during the migration season when millions of wildebeests traverse the expanse. They form vibrant, moving rivers of life, journeying over 1,000 miles in a relentless search for fresh grazing grounds. These wanderers are far more than mere prey. They are a vital link in the food chain, their movement sustaining countless species in this intricate ecosystem. As they move, the earth beneath them shakes, a testament to the sheer scale of nature's grand design. Scattered across these plains stand the towering Baobab trees, ancient sentinels reaching heights of up to 98 feet. These biological fortresses are miracles of adaptation, storing hundreds of gallons of water in their massive, swollen trunks. During the arid months, when the earth cracks and the rivers run dry, these trees offer a lifeline to animals and humans alike. Nearby, the acacia trees display their iconic umbrella-shaped canopies, silhouettes that have become synonymous with the African sunset. These trees provide essential nourishment to giraffes, the tallest creatures on Earth, who navigate the thorny branches with long, prehensile tongues to reach the succulent leaves that few other herbivores can access. The savanna is a finely tuned engine of existence where giants like the African buffalo, weighing up to 2,200 pounds, and elephants, tipping the scales at several tons, coexist with tiny yet indispensable inhabitants. Among the grass roots, dung beetles toil ceaselessly. These unsung heroes recycle waste and enrich the soil, ensuring that the cycle of growth continues. However, the most captivating narrative of this land is the constant interplay of survival and competition between its apex predators. On this grand stage, lions and hyenas take center stage in an unending tale of strength, strategy, and resilience. This is not merely a rivalry, it is an ancient war woven into the DNA of the continent. Lions are the undisputed rulers of the savanna. With muscular builds, male lions can weigh up to 550 pounds, stretch over 10 feet in length, and stand 4 feet tall at the shoulder. Their dominance stems not just from sheer brute strength, but from their mastery of strategy and social cohesion. They live in prides, typically comprising 10 to 15 members, where lionesses take on the primary role of hunting. A lion hunt is a masterclass in teamwork. A lioness might use the shade of acacia trees or the cover of tall grass to ambush a zebra or wildebeest, creeping forward with infinite patience before bursting forth at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour to secure the kill. But lions do not hunt merely for survival. By controlling herbivore populations, they prevent overgrazing, ensuring the grasslands remain healthy and regenerative. If lions are the kings, then spotted hyenas are their relentless challengers, ranked as the second most formidable predators of the savanna. Hyenas stand just behind lions in the hierarchy, but they are often misunderstood as mere scavengers. In reality, they are highly efficient, intelligent hunters. At first glance, a hyena averaging 150 pounds seems less imposing than a lion, but their bite force of 1,100 pounds per square inch is nearly double that of a male lion, capable of crushing bones as effortlessly as snapping dry twigs. Their strength lies in unity and endurance. Forming formidable clans that can number up to 80 members, they employ intelligent pack strategies that enable them to take down prey as large and dangerous as wild buffalo. The relationship between these two species is defined by intense overlap and conflict. A 2023 study revealed that their diets overlap by as much as 58%, sparking constant confrontations over resources. They are arch-enemies, locked in a zero-sum game where one's gain is often the other's loss. Despite this perpetual rivalry, their struggle maintains the ecological balance, ensuring that neither species gains complete dominance. Their clashes are etched into the landscape of the Serengeti Mara ecosystem, a realm spanning Tanzania and Kenya that serves as the heart of wild East Africa. Here, the annual migration brings millions of grazers, and in their wake follow the predators. In the Serengeti Mara, the hunting dynamics highlight the stark differences between the two rivals. Lions use the tall grass as an ally, relying on raw power and the element of surprise. In contrast, hyenas rely on endurance. Possessing hearts disproportionately large for their size, they have incredible stamina, allowing them to pursue prey over long distances, wearing down wildebeests through relentless persistence until the prey collapses from exhaustion. But the struggle in the Mara is complicated by the presence of nomadic male lions. These solitary wanderers, distinct from the pride males, roam the fringes of territories. They are agents of chaos, often attacking established prides, overthrowing elders, and killing cubs to assert dominance. This brutal mechanism keeps the population in flux, often weakening lion prides and creating a vacuum that hyenas quickly exploit. The rivalry shifts and changes as one moves across the continent to Chobe National Park. As the morning sunlight filters through the mopane trees, Chobe awakens to a landscape of striking contrasts. Here, mopane trees stand like stoic sentinels, their butterfly-shaped leaves providing shade in the searing heat. Lions in Chobe are precision hunters targeting buffalo and zebras. However, the environment is unforgiving, and in this dry terrain, their success rate hovers between 25 and 30%. While female lions lead the hunt, the male lions often stay back, preserving their energy to deliver the decisive blow or to defend the kill against thieving rivals. In Chobe, no meal comes without a price. Hyenas, with their ability to digest bone and hide, turn every scrap into a feast. They constantly test the lions, and studies have shown that in some areas, hyenas successfully steal a significant percentage of kills from lions. The dynamic in Chobe is a numbers game. A single lion is far stronger than a single hyena, but a clan is a disciplined battalion. When hyena numbers are at least 3 times that of the lions, their success rate in stealing kills increases dramatically. They use psychological warfare, their eerie, cacophonous calls, creating chaos and confusing the lions. They strike from multiple directions, nipping at the lions' heels, forcing them to spin and defend until they are exhausted. Yet, the lions have adapted. In Chobe, they form larger prides to better defend their kills. It is an arms race of adaptation, where larger prides require more food, pushing them to the brink of starvation during the dry seasons, while hyenas refine their mobbing tactics. The remaining waterholes in Chobe during the dry season become theaters of desperation. Thirst draws all creatures together, stripping away the luxury of distance. Here, the air is thick with tension. Lions dominate these oases through brute force, claiming the prime access, while hyenas skulk at the periphery, relying on patience and numbers to snatch a drink or a scrap of food. These confrontations are not just squabbles, they define the hierarchy of the land. Yet the hyenas serve a purpose that goes beyond theft. They are the savanna's ultimate recycling machines. With digestive systems capable of processing bone, horn, and hide, they ensure that nothing goes to waste. preventing the spread of disease that would otherwise fester in rotting carcasses. This rivalry has consequences that ripple outward like waves in a pond. Herbivores, acutely aware of the danger zones where these predators clash, alter their grazing patterns. They avoid the high-risk areas, allowing the vegetation there to recover and regenerate. In this way, the fear instilled by the predators actually keeps the grasslands healthy. Further south, in northern Tanzania, the landscape rises and folds into a geological marvel, the Ngorongoro crater. This ancient caldera, formed by the collapse of a volcano over 2 million years ago, is often described as a natural necklace, a self-contained world encircling a floor of roughly 100 square miles. Towering cliffs, rising over 2,000 feet, act as natural walls, creating a sanctuary where wildlife exists in astonishing density. From the rim, the crater floor looks like a sprawling oil painting, a patchwork of emerald, grasslands, fever tree forests, and the shimmering expanse of Lake Magadi. This alkaline lake is a magnet for thousands of flamingos, their pink plumage painting a vibrant streak across the water, a stark contrast to the deep greens and browns of the crater floor. The crater is a microcosm of abundance, home to over 25,000 large mammals. Herds of wildebeests and zebras graze alongside massive bulls of the African buffalo, beasts weighing up to 2,000 pounds that act as the stoic guardians of the grass. But amidst this plenty, the war between lion and hyena takes a different, more brutal turn. The crater boasts the highest density of lions in the world, with an estimated 60 to 70 individuals patrolling this confined space. These are not just any lions. The males here are renowned for their dark, heavy manes, a signal of high testosterone and physical superiority. Unlike the open plains of the Serengeti or the dry scrub of Chobe, where hyenas might hold the upper hand through numbers, in the Ngorongoro crater, the lion is the undisputed tyrant. In a twist of ecological fate, studies have shown that here, lions claim up to 71% of the prey killed by hyenas. The dynamic is reversed. Instead of hunting, the lions often use their sheer size and intimidation to bully hyenas off their kills. A pride led by these massive black-maned males can scatter a clan of hyenas with terrifying ease. The hyenas, despite their resilience, live under a reign of terror. Lions are responsible for a staggering 60 to 70% of adult hyena deaths within the crater. Yet the spotted hyena is nothing if not adaptable. In the face of such oppression, they double down on their strengths. They employ endurance hunting techniques to exhaust the resident wildebeests and zebras, encircling them and wearing them down before the lions can intervene. When they do secure a kill, the scene instantly transforms into a frantic gorge fest. The clan, eating as quickly as possible before the inevitable arrival of the lions. When challenged, they form defensive circles around their most vulnerable members or their food, their eerie laughter echoing off the crater walls, a sound that serves as both a rallying cry for the clan and a psychological weapon against their oppressors. Leaving the lush confines of the crater, the narrative shifts westward to a place where the earth seems to have been baked by the sun for eons, the Namibian savanna forest. Nestled between the skeletal coast of the Namib Desert and the interior grasslands, this is a region of stark, understated beauty. It is not a forest of canopy and shadow, but a sweeping expanse of red earth and gold grass, punctuated by the silhouette of camelthorn trees. These trees are miracles of survival, their roots diving 150 feet into the arid soil to tap into deep, ancient aquifers. They stand as solitary sentinels, their silvery gray thorns and foliage offering the only shade in a landscape that punishes the unprepared. At the heart of this arid world lies Etosha National Park, a wilderness defined by a colossal salt pan so large it can be seen from space. Covering nearly 1,900 square miles, the Etosha Pan is a blinding white expanse of saline clay during the dry season, shimmering under the heat like a mirage. It is a place of silence and dust, yet it is surrounded by a ring of life. Etosha is no sanctuary for the weak. With an average annual rainfall of just 15 inches, it is a land of harsh extremes where survival demands resilience. Here, the drama plays out on a stage of white dust and golden grass. Dominating the park are the African elephants, the true giants of Etosha. Weighing up to 12,000 pounds, they traverse the Mopane forests like living bulldozers, breaking branches and carving new pathways through the scrub. These silent architects of the ecosystem disperse seeds, shape the landscape, and ensure the survival of flora throughout the region. With a population of approximately 2,500, Etosha is one of southern Africa's premier refuges for these majestic creatures. The abundance of herbivores sustains Etosha's apex predators. Lions, distinguished here by their often darker manes, rule the nights, hunting under the cover of starlit skies. Boasting a population of 350 to 400 lions, Etosha is home to one of the highest lion densities in the world. Their thunderous roars reverberate across the grasslands, a proud declaration of their dominion over this remarkable wilderness. Etosha is no sanctuary for the weak. Herds of springbok and oryx traverse the grasslands in search of water, their existence constantly threatened by the two formidable adversaries. Lions here have evolved to be desert-adapted, possessing a patience and resilience that allows them to survive extended periods without water, a trait that distinguishes them from their cousins in the wetter Serengeti. They rely on ambush tactics, using the sparse cover to launch precision strikes on large prey like buffalo or zebra. But in this resource-scarce environment, lions are also intensely opportunistic, frequently stealing kills from other predators, including hyenas. Hyenas, in contrast, excel through endurance. Large clans coordinate to exhaust and overpower prey before delivering the final blow. Yet their efforts are frequently undermined by the lions who assert dominance and seize their hard-earned kills. In Etosha's arid landscape, scarce water sources like Okauquejo and Halali become lifelines for survival. These waterholes serve as gathering points for thirsty animals and as battlegrounds for the predators. Conflicts are especially common at dusk or during the night when both are most active. The rivalry is more than a contest for food. It is a delicate interaction that maintains the ecosystem's balance. However, the power disparity often places hyenas at a disadvantage. Lions are responsible for 60 to 70% of adult hyena deaths within this ecosystem, a brutal statistic that underscores the ferocity of their competition. When the first heavy rains of the season drench the African savannah, the landscape undergoes a breathtaking transformation. The Etosha Pan, typically a dry, cracking expanse of white clay, fills with shallow water, becoming a temporary lake. This draws thousands of flamingos whose vibrant pink plumage illuminates the landscape against the white salt and blue sky. The herds of wildebeests and zebras, no longer tethered to the permanent waterholes, disperse widely across the park to graze on the new, nutrient-rich grasses. For the lions, this lush and chaotic environment presents a formidable challenge. They must adapt to maintain their pride's strength as their prey scatters. Covering up to 15 miles a day, the pride must navigate tall grasses and soft, slippery terrain, which diminish the effectiveness of their usual ambush tactics. To To overcome these obstacles, lions rely on teamwork and finely tuned strategies. A typical pride consists of 3 to 20 individuals. Contrary to the myth of a singular king ruling the pride, lionesses form the backbone of the group. They are the primary hunters and caregivers for the cubs, maintaining the pride's rhythm. Male lions, with their superior size and strength, take on the crucial role of defenders. Hunting during the rainy season is especially challenging. Tall grass offers concealment, but also slows movement, while muddy terrain hampers agility. To counter these difficulties, a group of 2 to 4 lionesses often works in perfect coordination. Using the tall grass as cover, they move silently, inching closer to their target. When the distance closes to 10 to 20 feet, one lioness lunges with sudden precision while the others encircle the prey, cutting off all escape routes. This strategy is particularly effective against larger, slower animals like buffalo or giraffes, increasing their success rate in such conditions by 40%. During this season, the male lions take on a markedly different role. While they contribute to only 5 to 10% of hunts, their primary duty lies in defending the pride against external threats that intensify with the changing landscape. Rain washes away the scent markings that lions use to delineate their domain, blurring boundaries. In this shifting landscape, defending the pride's territory becomes an urgent task. One of the male lion's greatest adversaries is the large hyena clans. When 10 to 20 hyenas launch coordinated attacks, employing mobbing tactics to disrupt and divide the lion's defenses, male lions respond with raw power. A single swipe of their massive paw can severely injure or even kill an adult hyena. Their mere presence often forces hyena clans to retreat, restoring balance and safeguarding the pride. The African Savannah is a tapestry woven from these conflicts. The primary source of tension between hyenas and lions is the overlap in their diets, which can be nearly 60%. Both rely on the same prey for sustenance. While lions are known as skilled hunters, hyenas are opportunistic feeders, capable of scavenging and hunting with equal efficiency. This competition exemplifies the principle of resource partitioning in ecosystems, where species adapt behaviors to maximize access to shared resources. But beyond the violence, there is a necessary symbiosis. By competing for food, they ensure that carcasses are quickly consumed, reducing the spread of disease. Their interactions maintain a balance in prey populations, preventing overhunting by either species. The struggle for survival on the savannah is not merely a clash of bodies, but a collision of complex social structures. Within this arena, the life of a lion pride is one of constant vigilance, not just against other species, but against their own kind. Nomadic male lions, often young warriors cast out from their natal groups or older males deposed from their thrones, wander the fringes of established territories. These solitary figures are agents of chaos. Unbound by allegiance, they roam with a singular purpose: to find a pride to claim. When they strike, the consequences are brutal. They overthrow dominant elders and kill the cubs of the previous lineage to induce the females into estrus, a grim biological imperative to propagate their own genes. This internal upheaval leaves the pride vulnerable, its numbers depleted, and its cohesion shattered for extended periods. It is in these moments of feline turmoil that the spotted hyenas find their greatest opportunities. Highly intelligent and acutely observant, hyena clans act like an occupying force, waiting for the castle walls to crumble. They exploit the power vacuum left by declining lion populations or prides in disarray. Large clans, which can swell to 80 members in areas of abundance like the Masai Mara, use this advantage to bully smaller lion groups. They shadow the pride, their whooping calls signaling the weakness of their rivals to every clan member within miles. When they attack, it is a masterclass in mobbing. 10 to 20 hyenas will swarm a solitary lion or a small group, nipping at hindquarters and retreating before a counterattack can be launched, a tactic that wears down the lion's resolve and energy. Yet the equation changes instantly with the presence of a fully grown pride male. He is the nuclear option in this biological arms race. While he may sleep for 20 hours a day, when roused by the distress calls of the lionesses, his intervention is decisive. A male lion does not need to be fast. He only needs to connect once. A single swipe of his paw, backed by hundreds of pounds of muscle, can crush a hyena's spine or skull. His mere presence on the battlefield often causes the hyena clan to scatter, their laughter turning to nervous giggles as they retreat into the bush. This dynamic creates a fluctuating borderland of power, where territory is not drawn by lines on a map, but by the reach of a roar and the echo of a laugh. However, the hyena's resilience should never be underestimated. In ecosystems where lion numbers have dipped due to disease or human interference, hyenas have risen to become the undisputed apex predators. A 2024 report highlighted the cascading effects of such a shift. In areas where hyena populations surged, the numbers of small herbivores plummeted by up to 20% within 5 years. Hyenas, with their high metabolic rate and large clan sizes, require an immense amount of meat. Unlike lions, who might gorge and sleep for days, hyenas are restless foragers. Their dominance can reshape the landscape, altering the grazing pressure and changing the vegetation structure as smaller grazers vanish. This rivalry is, therefore, an essential mechanism of the savanna's health. It is a system of checks and balances written in blood and bone. By competing for food, lions and hyenas ensure that no single species of prey is hunted to extinction. Furthermore, their conflict serves a critical sanitary function. Hyenas are the ultimate cleaners of the wild. After a lion killed, the carcass is often left with skin, large bones, and hooves, breeding grounds for anthrax and other pathogens. Hyenas arrive to finish the job. Their powerful digestive acids allow them to consume and process these remains, effectively scrubbing the landscape clean of potential disease vectors. Without this grisly janitorial service, the savanna would be a cradle of contagion. As the seasons turn, the dry months bleed into the wet, the rules of engagement shift once more. When the rains wash away the scent markings that lions use to delineate their boundaries, the invisible walls of their kingdom dissolve. Patrol paths fade into the mud, and the defense of territory becomes an active, urgent necessity. Male lions must patrol more aggressively, their roars serving as the only remaining fences. In this fluid, shifting world, the rivalry intensifies. Hyenas, less reliant on static territories and more focused on following the mobile prey, cross these blurred lines with impunity, testing the lion's defenses at every turn. The story of the African savannah is thus a story of endurance. It is written in the dust of Etosha, where lions wait with infinite patience by the waterhole, in the lush green bowl of Ngorongoro, where they rule as tyrants, and on the endless plains of the Serengeti, where they dance a deadly tango with the hyena clans. It is a world where the distinction between predator and scavenger blurs, where the hunter can become the hunted in the blink of an eye. This eternal conflict, brutal as it may seem to the human eye, is the pulse of the wild. It drives evolution, forcing prey to be faster and predators to be smarter. It is a magnificent, unyielding cycle that has turned the wheels of life on this continent for millennia, a testament to the raw, untamed beauty of nature in its purest form. As the sun begins its descent, painting the African sky in bruised purples and fiery oranges, the savanna undergoes a profound metamorphosis. The blistering heat of the day, which presses down on the land like a physical weight, finally lifts, replaced by a cooling breeze that carries the scent of dust, drying sage, and the musk of animals. For the herds of zebras and wildebeests, this transition brings a spike in anxiety. Their primary defense, their eyesight, is failing them with the fading light. They huddle closer together, their ears swiveling like radar dishes, straining to detect the snap of a twig or the rustle of grass that betrays a predator's approach. But for the hunters, this is the waking hour. The golden light fades into a silvery twilight, and the stage is set for the nocturnal act of this ancient play. Lions, who have spent the daylight hours as inertia personified, sprawled in the shade of acacia thickets, their bellies rising and falling in deep sleep, begin to stir. The pride comes to life with a series of contagious yawns, deep stretches that ripple down their spines, and affectionate head rubs. This ritual of nuzzling and grooming is not merely affection. It is a crucial reaffirmation of social bonds before the deadly work of the night begins. Their eyes, equipped with a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, absorb the faintest starlight and moonbeams, turning the darkness into a landscape of grayscale clarity. They move out in single file, no longer the lazy sunbathers of the afternoon, but silent phantoms gliding through the long grass with terrifying fluidity. Elsewhere in the darkness, the hyena clan is also rallying. Their preparations are far more vocal, a chaotic symphony of whoops, chatters, and low groans that serves to synchronize the group's mood and intent. They are not skulking in silence. They are announcing their presence to the night, a psychological tactic that unnerves prey miles away and signals their territory to rivals. As they trot through the scrub, their posture, heads low, shoulders high, speaks of tireless purpose. They are patrolling the boundary lines of their world, sniffing for the scent of intruders or the metallic tang of blood on the wind. The collision of these two nocturnal forces is inevitable. It often begins at a waterhole, now transformed into a mirror of the moon. A herd of buffalo, thirsty and tense, approaches the water's edge. The lions are already there, lying flat against the earth, their tawny coats rendering them invisible against the dry soil. The hunt is explosive. A lioness launches herself from the darkness, her claws finding purchase on the thick hide of a straggling buffalo. The bellow of the prey shatters the silence, a distress call that acts as a dinner bell for every predator within miles. Within minutes, the kill is made, but the lions have little time to savor their victory. The wind carries the scent of the fresh kill to the hyena clan patrolling nearby. They arrive not as a disorganized rabble, but as a swelling tide of shadows. First, a single pair of glowing eyes appears at the edge of the firelight of the lion's awareness, then 2, then 20. The silence is broken by the manic, high-pitched giggling of the hyenas, a sound that indicates excitement and submission within their own ranks, but sounds like pure madness to the human ear. The lions, bellies half full and faces stained with crimson, form a defensive perimeter around the carcass. The male lion, if present, lets out a roar that shakes the ground, a sonic boom intended to scatter the scavengers. But if the hyenas sense weakness, perhaps the male is old or the lionesses a few, they press their advantage. They dart in, nipping at the lion's flanks, forcing the great cats to spin and strike at empty air. It is a war of attrition. The hyenas do not need to kill the lions. They only need to exhaust them to make the defense of the meat more costly than the meal is worth. In the confusion of dust and noise, a piece of the carcass is torn away, then another. If the lions break formation, the clan swarms, their crushing jaws dismantling the buffalo in a frenzy of consumption. Yet, this violence is not without its casualties. A lioness, cornered and desperate, may catch a hyena with a swipe of her paw, shattering its leg or spine. A male lion, fueled by rage, may rush the clan, catching a slow-moving matriarch in his jaws. These encounters leave physical reminders on the combatants: torn ears, scarred flanks, and limps that will last a lifetime. These scars are the badges of survival in the savannah, proof of participation in the endless cycle of the night. When the dawn breaks, the battlefield is revealed. The scavengers, vultures, and jackals move in to pick at the bones left behind. The lions, perhaps sated or perhaps hungry and defeated, retreat to the shade to sleep off the night's exertions. The hyenas, bellies distended, lope back to their dens. The cycle resets. The herbivores relax slightly, returning to their grazing, knowing that the primary danger has passed with the rising sun. This nightly drama, unseen by most human eyes, is the engine that drives the evolution of these species. It forces the prey to be ever more vigilant and the predators to be ever more cooperative and cunning. In this relentless environment, the survival of the next generation is the ultimate gamble. The life of a lion cub or a hyena pup is fraught with peril from the moment they take their first breath. Lionesses typically give birth away from the pride, hiding their cubs in dense thickets or rocky outcrops to protect them from the very males that rule their
Nestled between the arid Namib Desert and
opportunities
the expansive
like
savanna
leopards
grasslands
and
lies the Namibian savanna forest, a region of understated and unique beauty.
Mother, blind, and helpless.
This is not a dense
When they are
forest as
finally
one might
introduced to
imagine,
the pride,
but a sweeping
it is a moment
landscape
of
of
high
vast
tension.
grasslands,
The
punctuated by
dominant male
camel-thorn
accepts
trees
they
that
gain
stand as
protection.
solitary sentinels in the desert.
If a new male has taken over the pride, however, their
Camel-thorn
lives are
trees,
often cut
reaching
short
heights of up to
with
65
brutal
feet,
attack
are the
and
lifeblood of this region.
designed to
Their
bring
roots
feet
penetrate
back
as
to
deep as
wetlands.
150 feet into the
Hyena
earth,
cubs face
tapping
a
into
different
scarce
but
underground
equally
water
dangerous
reserves.
set of challenges. Born in
Even during
communal
prolonged
dens,
dry
often
seasons,
repurposed
their silvery gray
aardvark
foliage
burrows,
remains
they
vibrant,
enter a highly
offering shelter and
stratified
sustenance to
society.
countless animals.
Unlike lion cubs, who are born blind, hyena
Scattered
cubs
ranges
are
like the
born with their
brandbird,
eyes
where
open
rare
and their
patches of
teeth
shade
fully
offer
erupted.
respite from the relentless heat.
Competition begins immediately.
Here,
In the dark
desert-adapted
tunnels of the den,
lions, known for their
siblings
patience
fight
and
fiercely
resilience,
for
have evolved to
dominance and
survive
access
extended
to their
periods
mother's
without
milk.
water.
These
Traits that
neonatal
distinguish them
battles
from
can be
lions in
fatal,
other
a
regions.
grim mechanism that ensures only the strongest genes survive the first few weeks of life. As they emerge from the den, they inherit their mother's rank in the clan. A cub born to the matriarch is
Across the dry
essentially
grasslands,
royalty,
hyenas
allowed
stealthily
to eat
follow
first
herds
and
of
treated
plain
with
zebras
deference
and
by
orcs,
adult males,
biding their time.
while a cub born to
When the
a
opportunity
low-ranking
arises,
female
they
must
strike
learn
with
to
relentless
scrape and
precision,
beg for every
shattering
morsel.
the fragile piece of
The
this
dawn
arid
on the African
wilderness.
savannah brings a
Every creature
revelation
battles
of the
for
night's
survival.
events, a stark unveiling of the circle
At the heart of
life.
the park lies
As
the
the first
Etosha
rays
Pan,
of the
a
sun
massive
pierce
salt
the
pan
horizon,
covering approximately
casting long,
1,900
bruised
square
shadows
miles.
across the plains.
During the dry
The sky
season,
above
its
the
surface
hillside
turns stark
fills
white,
with
shimmering
spiraling
under the blazing
silhouettes.
sun like a giant
Vultures,
mirror.
the
Stage,
patient undertakers
home to
of the
tens of
wild,
thousands of
descend
wildlife,
from the
each
thermals.
species playing a vital
They
role
have been
in
watching
maintaining
from
the
the high
park's
branches
ecological
of dead
harmony.
trees, waiting for the
Across the
lions
vast
and hyenas
grasslands,
to eat their
plain
fill.
zebras move like
Their
flowing
arrival
rivers, their
signals
herds
the final
numbering in
stage
the
of
thousands,
the recycling
creating a
process.
mesmerizing spectacle.
Lappet-faced
Their hooves
vultures
churn the
with their
soil,
powerful
scattering
beaks
seeds,
tear
while
into
their
the
dung
tougher
enriches the
hides that smaller
land, fostering
scavengers
new
cannot
growth.
reach, while white-backed vultures swarm in a frenzied mass to strip the remaining flesh from the bones.
Dominating the park are the African elephants,
darting in and out
true
with
giants of
nervous
Etosha.
energy,
Weighing up to
snatch
12,000
morsels from
pounds,
abundance.
they
Beasts
traverse
of the
mopane
birds.
forests, breaking
Nothing is
branches
wasted
and
here.
carving new
In a matter
pathways.
of
These
hours,
silent
a
architects
carcass
of the
that weighed nearly
ecosystem
a ton
disperse
is
seeds,
reduced to
shape
a
the
scattering of
landscape,
bleached bones,
and ensure the survival
which
of
will
flora
eventually be
throughout the
gnawed
region.
on by
With a
porcupines
population of
or
approximately
dissolved into the soil
2,500,
to nourish the
Etosha
grass
is one
that
of
feeds
southern
the
Africa's
village.
premier
This
refuges for
ruthless
these
efficiency
majestic creatures.
is what keeps the savanna free of disease and teeming with life. It is a system where death is not an end, but a transference of energy. The lion that dies of old age or injury becomes food for the hyena. The hyena that falls in battle feeds the earth. It is a biological contract signed in blood,
Etosha National
ensuring
Park
that
is no
life
sanctuary for
continues
the
in the
weak.
face of harsh adversity.
With an average annual rainfall
However,
of just
this
15
ancient
inches,
machinery
it is a
is
land of
facing
harsh
new and
extremes where
unprecedented
survival
challenges.
demands resilience.
The boundaries of these wilderness areas, once defined only by rivers and mountain ranges, are
Herds of
increasingly
springbok and
hemmed
oryx
in by
traverse the
human
grasslands in
expansion.
search of them.
The endless plains of the Serengeti and the vast scrublands of Etosha are becoming islands in a sea of agriculture and development. Climate change is altering the rhythm of the rains.
Hyenas,
making
in
the dry
contrast,
seasons
excel
longer
through
and the droughts
endurance
more
and
severe.
teamwork.
This puts
Large
immense
clans,
pressure on
often
the delicate
comprising
balance
dozens of
between
members,
predator and
coordinate
prey.
to exhaust and
If the
overpower
herbivore
prey,
populations
delivering
crash
final
due
blow.
to drought, the lions and hyenas are forced into closer conflict with humans, preying on livestock
Landscape.
and inviting
Scarce water
retaliation.
sources like
The
Hokoguejo
resilience
and
of the
Halali
hyena and the
become
lion
lifelines for
is now being
survival.
tested not just by
These
each
watering
other,
holes serve as
but by a
gathering
changing
points for
world.
thirsty animals
The lion,
and as
a
battlegrounds
specialist
for
hunter
lions and
requiring large
hyenas. Conflicts are
territories
especially
and
common at
prey.
dusk or during the night when both predators are most
Their
active.
populations are declining across much of their range, retreating into the last great strongholds, like the Okavango, the Serengeti.
The rivalry between lions and hyenas is more than a contest for dominance. It is a delicate interaction that maintains the ecosystem's balance. However, the power disparity often places hyenas at a disadvantage, leading to population declines. This imbalance can disrupt the ecosystem as fewer hyenas feed unprocessed carcasses, which increases the risk of disease spreading among wildlife.
Disease could run rampant. Yet, standing on the rim of the Ngorongoro crater or watching the sun set over the Etosha Pan,
Dry
one
season,
cannot help but
disperse
feel a sense
widely,
of
taking
enduring
advantage
hope.
of the newly replenished
This land
rivers and
has
waterholes.
survived ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and shifting continents. The animals here are survivors, forged in the fires of competition. The sight of a lioness grooming her cub,
For lions,
her rough
this
tongue
lush and
smoothing its
chaotic
fur with
environment presents a
infinite
formidable
tenderness,
challenge.
or a hyena pup emerging from the den
They
to
must
blink at
adapt
the
to
sun
maintain their
is
pride
a
strength,
reminder of the
defend their
tenacity of
territory,
life.
and hunt effectively
The story of the
amid
savannah
ever-changing
is not
conditions.
just a documentary of predation.
This is not just a
It is
tale of
narrative
survival,
of
but a
connection.
testament to the
It is
remarkable
the story
social
of how the
organization of
towering
lions.
elephant
Pride.
relies on
Lionesses
tiny
form the
dung
backbone of the
beetle,
group.
how the towering giraffe
They are the
depends
primary
on the
hunters and
thorny
caregivers for the
acacia,
cubs,
and how
maintaining the
mighty
pride's
lion
rhythm.
is inextricably linked to the laughing
Male lions,
hyena.
with their superior size
They are
and
all
strength,
threads in a
take on the
single
crucial
vibrant
role of
tapestry.
defenders,
To
protecting
witness
the
this
pride from
ecosystem
external
is to
threats.
witness the
This
raw,
division of labor
unfiltered
creates a
mechanism
complementary
of nature,
dynamic,
a world
enabling
where
the
every
pride to
sunrise
function
is
as a
victory,
cohesive unit.
and every
Primary
sunset
duty lies
a
in
promise of
defending
the
the
struggle
pride.
to come. As
They
the
protect
day
the
ends
territory
and the cycle
and ensure the
begins
pride's
anew,
dominance
the
amidst
roar of a
heightened
lion
challenges.
once again rolls across the plains.
The rainy
A
season
primal
reshapes the
sound
landscape and
vibrates in the
intensifies
chest and
external
stirs the
pressures.
soul. It is a challenge,
Spotted hyena.
a warning, and a proclamation.
Pride's territory becomes
This
a
is the
battleground,
wild,
where every
and here,
intruder
life
pays a steep
in all its
price.
fierce,
Rain
beautiful,
washes
and
away the scent
terrifying
markings
glory
that lions
will
use to
find a way
delineate
to
their
endure.
domain.